Hey everybody, this is Tambiota, and you're watching the Daily Review. So today I have Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Moonracer, or Autobot Moonracer. So we have finally some more Finbots. I know that they've released her once before. I think during it was like the Prime series or whatever, where they had RC as a motorcycle. They ended up repainting her and making her so. This is the first time I think that we've gotten her as a car, so very cool. And this is pretty sure that this is a new mold, so I know that she is being reused later on, and so we'll see this mold again. I don't know if we're ever going to get 5 Fembots or not. We'll see. I know that there's enough of them out there that we could possibly end up getting a combiner of all Fembots, of all G1 Fembots. That's not a brand new creation for a bunch of Fembots, but something that we all grew up with. So. As you can see Moonracer here in her inside the packaging in her robot mode, along with her prime armor, her weapon. This is her in her alt mode. Then we have some artwork up here, and this is her attached to Alita 1 and some stuff. And then on the back right here, we have her in both modes with the armor on. Alchemist Prime up here. There is a little bio snippet right here, so let's see if we can get this all. Yeah, it'll fit. Sharpshooter. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get this figure out of the box so we can check it out. Alright, so we're back, and here we have Moonracer out of her packaging and in her robot mode. So right off the bat, there's a few things that catch my eye that I really don't like about this figure. And then there are some things that I do. So let's go ahead and go into that. Well, first, before we do that, let's see what also comes inside the packaging for her. She does have her collector card, so you have that. And they have her Quintus Prime. Fills the metal of dead worlds with life-giving energon. Okay. She has her prime armor. I have to figure out how to connect that to her chest. And this looks like this is the same type of prime armor that it looks like the Jets have. I'll have to double check that, but we have her gun. So it's kind of cool. I do dig that in this line they're not scared to give some of the characters some guns. I know for a while they have been kind of afraid of doing that, but I'm glad to see that they're actually giving guns and weapons and such, because that's something that we really need with the line. I also have her instructions. I'm trying to get them kind of straightened out a little bit. Here's her instructions. All right, so the things that I kind of see that I'm not really digging too much on her is number one is this right here. I don't like this type of stuff. There's a little bit more engineering that they could have put into it, where they could have probably flipped this piece around, and you would have had it hanging off on the back, and then there would have been a 2-part solution. So you would have gotten rid of this in the front, and then it could have become a little bit more of a heel because there's a lot of backpack back here. And so she's really heavy, and she is, see, like you barely even push and she wants to tip. So second thing is this piece right here that sticks off the front. I think that they could have probably done some more engineering where they could have probably had it pushed back. If it would have pushed back, then I don't think that I would have minded it. Like some kind of joint right here where it just slid back and clicked back once. That's all they really needed to do. I'm not really going to say much about the backpack because that is kind of where they're hiding the connector port. So for her articulation, so we'll go here to the head. She has a ball joints left and right. It is nice. You know, you have a lot of really nice paint up in there. I at least see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors in the head alone. So I'm just gonna assume that this this teal color right here is just the color of the plastic. So we have a yellow right here, even on the where the ear is. You have a yellow. You have a white highlight on the side. You have blue eyes, a pale type skin color for the face, and then you have even like a little bit darker pink. I assume it's this color right here for the lips. So you have a lot of color just in with the head, and I think that's really cool. I like that. You have some paint ups right here, and you can tell that this is clear. So this is all painted probably with this part of the body right here. The legs or the feet are clear also, and you can tell with the pieces that are coming off the side right here. And then if you look right here, you can see. Oh, so let's finish. Oh, and you can see in the shoulder joints where it's clear. So forward, back, out to the side. You have another ball joint right here at the elbow. Nothing right here at the wrist. You have a twist right there. I assume that's for transformation. I haven't transformed her yet. Let's see if is there waist? Oh, it's underneath here. You do have articulation right there. You have a forward, back, out to the side, ball joint, a knee joint right here. There's a secondary joint for something else. You have different types of movement in the foot. You can move up and down because of transformation, but there's also a tilt. So I don't know if that's for transformation, but there is a tilt. Okay, so the prime armor, we've seen this before. I don't remember with who, but you take it and you see that there's little tabs right there on the side. Well, that goes with the thumb. So you just take it and you kind of push in, and these little thumbs will, those little tabs on the thumbs will tab in on there, and that will give her what people have been calling the baby bump. So you got a backpack and your baby bump, and yeah, if you want to take this piece off right here, this can become a gun, and you can put a different prime in there, and it should give her a special ability. But she's a toy, so she doesn't really get a special ability. Okay, so go ahead and remove that real quick. And yeah, I think we're done with articulation. So we're going to take a short break. I'm going to go ahead and transform her, and we'll be right back. So yeah. All right, so we're back, and here is Moonracer in her car mode. And it's really long. She is like a stretch type of car or something. I don't know, dude. It's really weird. I don't know how I really feel about this mode. I don't know, it's really long. It's really long. And then you have this back here, but I think they want you to take the armor and attach it. And if you kind of attach it, then maybe you can attach it like this or something, and it then covers up this nasty back area. They really showed it like in the instructions. They actually showed it like this, where you just kind of had this off the back, and it really makes it longer again. I think it looks a little bit better if you do it like this. And then you have your gun, and the gun then just perches back here. Oh, it's the headlights up in the front. Okay. So you have this. Like I said, I really don't know about this thing. This thing is a little weird. It has some paint. It's got paint up here in the front. It doesn't really have anything in the back except for hands. I don't know. My wheels, they seem to roll fine. I know that some people said that they had issues with these tabs. Some people were cutting them down a little bit because it was hindering the roll, where it was just scratching the ground. I don't know if mine are doing that or not. I think they probably are, but it's still enough where the wheel turns. So, yeah, this figure right here, I'm not completely sold on it yet. I have to see later on what it looks like in foot and arm mode. If they ever do make all the Fembots, or they make at least 2 more so that I can combine them together. But man, so that'll go ahead and do it for this video review of Moonracer. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a like. Also, if you're looking for transformation, I'm sorry I'm doing this at the end of the video, but that's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to show how to transform her, and step by step like that. And yeah, we'll have that tomorrow. I am on Facebook, so you can find me there. This is Tambiota. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.